It's week 3 of the NFL, and our focus is on the Lions' veteran running back. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Lions and the Panthers on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, we wrap up week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014, as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And I thought... last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3 to 1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly, but behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Bridgewater. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 6 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit. And this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Johnson. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the camera.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example. He was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the 1st down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Lions at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gone. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Bridgewater. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's... They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. Bridgewater now. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His second touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Goff now to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Really solid coverage from the current NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Also had an interception in that game a week ago.
And it was fun to watch him in practice this week, wasn't it? To see how he understands spacing, and when the ball's arriving, which hand to put out in front to try and knock it away. He just exhibited it on that play.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Again, Goff. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple on 1st and 3rd down.
Third and 2, Goff. He's got this, complete to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Second down and 7. Now Goff. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Gay knocks this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Now a first down throw. Gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, sharp in the victory.
But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. With the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Now Goff on first down. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down, it's gone. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now it's gone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try to run with Swift. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He finds his man Johnson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And just a yard to go here on second down. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. That right there, good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they have regained the lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down. Well, he's a diminutive receiver, Charles. Not a ton of size, but still able to bring that in against double coverage.
I think that's a great job by him of understanding angles because you mentioned his size. He's not going to go over the top of someone or body someone out of the way. He's got to make sure he creates enough space for himself by getting people into the wrong spot on defense, moving them with his body, and then showing his numbers to the quarterback to be open.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Sharks got it left side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From the 27, Goff has got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
from the 16. Goff, quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd and goal. Goff to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get to hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
In motion left, the tight end. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and the lead is up to 5. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now, after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Bridgewater's throw complete there to Johnson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a one-score game. Now Bridgewater. Buying time to his left, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Teddy Bridgewater with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down by a field goal. A minute 51 on the clock. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Goff now to throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You'll just be able to pull out those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop it's a big momentum play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Here's Bridgewater. This is Smith with a grab. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business there. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they